This is No Money Mo Money. This tiny potato's been on an adventure to experience everything on the Final Fantasy XIV free trial. But after a night of betrayal and loss, there's only one path left to continue his adventures. A path that will take him We're back with more of the Allied Societies, and we are almost done. We've only got one more group to run through, and then one final big quest line bringing all of them together. So let's get to it. Design a job. A task for me. Cool, what do you got? Mechanical engineer Bozel Adwan. Looking for components, about vital part, continue construction, blah blah blah. Went somewhere to the south, helped by others, featherless one will. Uh-oh. Great, a bunch of the friggin' tempered ones caught him. Turn out your goddess, all Ixal do. Yep. Can't build your ship, instead you just have to worship Garuda. Got your propulsion component right here. Worship, yes, no means of mechanical propulsion have balloons. Slave to whims of when they are. Gifts of goddess always costly. Yep, a Coddle 9 are like, no more Garuda nonsense. It's not real goddess, it's just a monster. It's like, oh, you're gonna offer to do this stuff for me? Well, I'm going to exploit that. Better be good at your job, kid. Call upon the aid of an acquaintance of mine. Deliver this letter to a gentleman by the name of Coulson. You seen him? Is he safe and unharmed? Like, he didn't bother to tell anyone where he was going or what he was doing. So now they all think he's, like, been kidnapped or killed. Constant Company of Ixal. I have no idea why my character bothered to tell him about the Ixal. That is so stupid. Form a rescue party. Reinforced by a small army of Skyways Rotators. Aha, sure, whatever. And to say safe? They're of his own free will. Maybe their ship with the Ixal. Close the list of materials I would have you prepare for my companion. I require him for a most exciting project. Not one word. No apologies. No word of where he is, where he's going, what he's doing. No, just a letter that's like, hey, get some materials for me. My real status does not excuse me from a procession of dreary lessons at home. I want to design airships, not manage a fleet of them. So close, taking shape before our very eyes. Hull for body, engine for heart, fashion muscle to transfer power to wings we must. One precision gear wheel, then make lathe to grind such parts we could. Gear wheels such as the one we seek must be of the highest degree of workmanship. Should be warp paving the smallest fraction, the imperfection will be reflected in the turning of the lathe. I can count on the fingers of one hand the master artisans who are capable of forging such a piece. It would be far better were we to focus on obtaining an existing gear wheel. Vague memories of seeing one in my grandfather's workshop. If anyone were to know what's become of my grandfather's lathe, to be Coulson. The place was shut down and dismantled for lumber after Tadabaro assumed management of the company. Speak to one of the employees of the Bobbing Cork. They know none of any lathe. We do have a mountain of unclaimed possessions we've been adding to since the dawn of bloody time. You're more than welcome to sit through the pile outside and take whatever you wish. Gear wheel for the lathe. I came to Falgord on the barest of remembrances, but I'm certainly glad I did. The base of the gear wheel is engraved with a dedication of some kind. My dear friend Dezel Qualan. On these wings I pledge our everlasting bond. Too perfect it is, destined to fall into our hands as the gear wheel was. Dezel Qualan, outcast and genius. First chief of Akato 9, master balloon maker, and Seznal's respected mentor. Then the name of our hybrid airship? Yes, one and the same. An old rumor. Just said the grandfather's company was built on his appropriation of Beastman aeronautics. Judging by words on gear wheels stolen from us, this knowledge was not. Yeah, judging by the inscription on the gear wheel, it seems like this knowledge was shared, not stolen. Back to work swiftly now, our fine tongue shortened on new lathe at the Ramu will. Standing at the helm. Okay, we're finally getting into it with the high wind skyways people. We need legendary smithing talent if we're to complete our steering mechanism. Here's to make a steering mechanism for your flying boat. I'll do it. Better me if I don't respect that fire in your eyes. Fancy making finicky adjustments till the fog of booze is good and gone. He needs to get over his hangover first. Excellent. I can think of no other major barriers preventing us from completing the Dezel Qualad. Oh, really? Because here comes a major barrier. Oh, jeez. Brought a bunch of mercenaries. Barging into our camp. Remember fighting our thugs to ffxiv does not. You'll roast for kidnapping Master Tadarabu. Kidnapping? See you any shackles around his ankles? So I tell you to leave me be. Look that he just refused to tell anyone where he was going or what he was doing, and so made it everyone else's problem. Also, his dad, like, totally knows he was here by choice, and is still just like, bust down the door and kill them all and drag him out. No proper tools, no materials, barely qualifies as a dumping ground. On tinker with airships, the company has them in abundance. Like, he doesn't want you to hand him the work on a silver platter, he wants to press himself against difficult situations. He's the one guilty of deceit. The reason we were able to take to the skies. Why do you insist on hiding the truth? So afraid of damaging the company's reputation, he's simply too proud to admit we borrowed the knowledge of Beastman savages. Besides struggle, there's no reason to be overly gentle. A small dose of just little do him good. Visit Gridania and parley with Highwind Skyways. I'll just stroll out the door with you. I'm afraid things aren't that simple. I see the guard. Should I attempt to take even one step across the threshold, those company-bought thugs will stop me in my tracks. Speak with Templeton, Skywind's employee station here at the observatory. I'm sure I couldn't possibly lend my assistance to such a shady undertaking, and I certainly wouldn't suggest the use of a particularly potent sleeping potion. Haters should be well into their cups by now. Yep. Have another cup. Return to Cecil's camp before my father concludes his negotiations. Yeah. Unfortunately, Tadarabu is still living in the world of avoiding confronting his father rather than just confronting his father. Care for our company's reputations or its profits. His aims are so low. Cecil and the Cuddle Knight are desperately trying to go farther and higher than any airship has ever gone before. That's what he cares about, not money. Speak with the chairman myself. Fogged up for no reason, goggles did not tears of joy, no humidity. Make up for lost time we must. Work and work until Dazzle Qualot is complete. Till hands ache and sweat turns to blood. Can't we have a reeking pile of dung hidden in forest? Uh-oh. No, not now. Knew sticking about we did, but know why we did not until now. So now they're gonna try and destroy the balloon. Their feathers, not their bones. And so they peace out. Spread your wings and soar. One last task. Wilbert and Nandalani have war balloon pilots have begun priming airstones. I hear to a cuddle and destroy Dazzle Qualot balloon squadron wolf. That's a final task. Ask one more boon of you, says Oldwood. Dangerous mission for one true warrior among us. Stop war balloons from taking off. Uh, 57. No, these guys probably would attack me. Another of those vortex turret devices hidden in a ravine. Ixali air skulls were craftier than Saul gave them credit for. South towards the Tollswood. Huzzah! Ram 'em! What did I tell you? Sturdy Skyways construction. A Beastman blimp never stood a chance. Chairman, you endanger yourself with the company's future, bold. Calm down, will ya? I haven't felt as alive in years. I would Skyways as a more than competent successor. Arrange a meeting with him now, shall we? Had a few words with me. I thought myself too old for one of his lectures, but apparently I was wrong. Spread your wings and soar is the slogan coined by our company's founder. Spread your wings and soar you must, Dazzle Qualon's favorite saying it was. Interesting. It's not only your technology that I would Skyways bar, but your philosophy as well. Father taught Enora to success the knowledge he learned under the tutelage of Dezogualan. On behalf of Highwood Skyways, I extend my fullest gratitude to you, your people. But no money and no, like, rights. No back pay, no profits, no rights, no public acknowledgement, but certainly my respects. Time to launch our bird into sky, yes? Fly it does. Yes, but fly very high does it is the question. Too low, fly, something wrong there is. The witch's shroud. Gosh, damn it, why now? The ethereal density of the crown of the trees can produce turbulent air clearance. Rare phenomenon peculiar to the black shroud at the bane of even the most seasoned airship pilot. Use the full trim. Release primary, tertiary ballast. Bro can't even see over the helm to see where he's going. Come on, it's all you have. Fly, we built you better than this. I built it better than this because you idiots just kept offloading all the components to me. Huzzah. Dezogualan from Nathalam vantage point Dizala has. Indicate altitude at 5,000 yams. Instruments do. Soar like bird it does. Soar like bird. We are completely done with the Ixal. Time to move on, and let's get to that final allied quest with all the tribes. We managed to finish up all the allied societies. Unfortunately, that's not actually the end of the quest line. They have a little something at the very end known as the inter-societal quests. Basically, you finished up all of the tribes, now it's time for them all to come together for one storyline. Alright boys, make this quick, I don't want to deal with you any longer than I have to. Pekka Podley's built for little solace while I was taking a brief respite from my research. There's one thing to be said for Bumbling One, it's that he has strong and trustworthy allies. Ally or friend is a bit of a stretch here. Yeah, obviously. Without the kids, then blah blah blah, next generation, blah blah blah, yeah. So can I go and rescue them now, or are you guys gonna keep talking my ear off? Why hello there, new random mysterious lady. It is not the idle mischief of malevolent sylphs. This is the prelude to a dark and dastardly plot. Oh my god! Hurry to Lenosha before tragedy strikes again. Oh great, Sahagin kids are gonna get kidnapped next. Oh, our youngest brother. What about him? Oh. Spearfishing at Moonshade Isle, and then he was gone, spirited away by a shorewalker. Alright, let's head to Moonshade Isle and see what's going on. Great, so this new guy's tied up the youngest of his spawnlings out at sea with him. Wow. Yup. Ow. Glad to see you made it back alive, Nove. I like that. Even his nose was stabbed like 4 times in the back with throwing knives and fell into the water. He still was smart enough to spear the dude's little boat, which means it's definitely gonna take on water and he won't be able to get too far with it. Well, I found his skiff, and Sylvie found me. Call him the Ebbing Claw. Those who speak his birth name are said to be not long for this world. Ugh. Edgelord Claw. The 5 deadliest sellswords in Eorzea. Smuggling, assassination, extortion. Dirtier the job, the more it titillates the man. Okay, so Skateswiss is asking for my help. That's how I get to the kobolds. Scores of kobolds from the mines just up and disappearing. One moment they're there, and the next they're gone. Alright, I'm gonna go check out the scene of the crime. Oh man, this guy took BB. Oh, and Sylvie seems to be chasing him down now. That didn't go too well for her. This is what happens when you try and tell me not to help and rush off on your own. You don't stand a chance against him. You must stop him. Yeah, I know. I'll stop him. He's a blade for hire. Another pulls the strings. BB was kidnapped? Yes, moron. That's what we've been talking about. What is the ransom? Gigu has 2 chunks of ore and a handful of sulfur. So his footprints led off to basically a cliff face and then just vanished from there. So we're making the assumption he took off on an airship. Okay, so Camp Overlook did see the airship take off, and it headed east over the Strait of Melthor toward Aldenard. About Sylvie, how's she doing? She won't open the tent flap. Ixal next. Hurry to the Akatl. They were attacked at their logging grounds. Distant skies featherless one's airship fled. Black smoke and flames it spewed. Okay, so they managed to damage his airship. I need to bring a chunk of the damaged airship back so Tadaramu can sort of figure out where to go next, even though there's only 1 beast tribe left. There you go, here's your chunk of the airship. Garland Ironworks Model 1569-2. Well, yeah, this is obvious enough, right? The ship is so rare, there's so few of them, so high quality, blah blah, all of that, that whoever is funding this guy to run around kidnapping beastmen is super rich. I'll have to go talk to Advisor Coulson in Ul'dah. He'll be able to tell me, like, who spotted the airship and where it's going. 2 vessels purchased by the Sultanate. The other 2 are the Highwind Skyway's own fleet. Oh, but only one of the Highwind Skyway's ones remains in operation. Records claim the second one was decommissioned after suffering extensive damages, then sold off to a trading company known as the Laughing Alchemists. Yeah, they were supposed to strip it for parts, but it was only a verbal agreement, so they may have repaired the thing. Fugitive sighted in the vicinity of Emerald Avenue. What, the Brass Blades are chasing a fugitive? Reports that a beastman has breached the city gates. He just crammed himself into a tiny corner trying to hide away from the guards. Meant no harm to your kind. Far from it. It's my own brothers that are in danger, mere hatchlings stolen from us. Hey, Sylvie, can you get this dude out the front gates and out of the city without the guards seeing him? Alright, cool. She can get him out of here, presumably without the guards finding them. And I'm off to go talk to the Brotherhood of Ash about their stolen hatchlings. Oh man, he actually beat up like the strongest of the Brotherhood of Ash and then stole the hatchlings. Friends forever! Here we go. This will be the final quest for the intersocietal quest line and the final quest for the Realm Reborn Allied Societies. Pursue a foe the likes of which we've never seen. I wasn't planning to leave you out, Loon. The war leader was just gonna wait until we tracked the guy down to send basically the whole band in to fight him. Yeah, I need to head off back to Ul'dah to meet with Sylvie, who seems to have an idea of where the guy's going, and Loon is like, I can go with him. They're not going to try to attack me on sight in the city. All of my non-beastmen contacts among the beastmen. Let's all split up and pursue different angles that might afford us further clues. So 6 months ago, there was a case reported of 100-odd sylph corpses unearthed in northern Thonolin, cause of death unknown. 20 bulbs of Narcissus phantasmus. Alchemist friend informed him that the sale of such items in the open market is strictly prohibited. They'd have been known to be employed in the practice of certain forbidden arts. Numerous requests for emergency landing clearance for a vessel registered to one Memoriga, chairman of the Laughing Alchemists, a man of great wealth. Few can or are willing to say how he came by his fortunes, though. They call the man the Deathmonger. It seems he has decided to truly earn the name. Necromancy. Trying to raise an undead army born from the souls of Beastmen. Our Catman mercenary has taken up residence at a fancy hotel, basically, here in the city. Sylvie even gave me a fancy dress for Lunga so that she can get all dressed up civilized style and go into this place with me. Never have I suffered such dishonor. Oh my god, go put on your pretty clothes and take the mask off so they'll let us in. You're a friend, but say one word and it will be your last. Catboy, put some clothes on. Yeah, really well done, Loon. The Deathmonger would slay beastmen en masse to raise an army of the dead, and you led your strength to this? I don't think he cares. I think he's legitimately just like a hired gun. Yes, not you mentioned. I do believe that was a silly little plot. If you come here to stop me, I seek one thing alone and equal. Oh God, another moron who's just looking for someone stronger than him. Friends vanished 6 months ago. I asked myself why. Yeah, obviously she was wrapped up in the whole Sylph thing from 6 months ago. I mean, come on, look at this girl. The bright green outfit, the bright green hair. Of course she was a sylph the whole time. Whatever the Deathmonger is paying you will double it. It's good to have friends with some money, I guess. They're just like, we'll pay you more to tell us where he is. Oh, he's enjoying this. Invisible City. Doubtless the experiments have already begun. Your offer's tempting, little man, but I have riches enough to last a lifetime. If you'd face my blade, however, your presence is more than welcome. Aha! The rest of the people have arrived to help the fight. Yeah, the whole squad's here. What does this do again? Click! They're such idiots! The Beastman Alliance! And of course, the dumb cat boy showed up. Time to blow this stupid alchemist pot up. Oh, maybe the Beastman Alliance explosive was a little overzealous. 5,600 billion. Ah! I made you waste more gil than this friggin' free trial character of mine has ever seen in his life. And these beastmen are pretty strong, aren't they, you stupid cat boy? Your strength, elder. Hmm? Aha. Yes. Of course, instead of the Sylph being a straight-up fighter, he's just going to bolster the Amalja's strength. Magic shield? Yes! You dumb cat boy! One extra boost. Kaboom! Explosion to send no flying at hyperspeed. Especially when he's just got a ship waiting for him. Bye, boss! Oh wait, Gigu's got one more bomb! Oh look, that's where Gigu put those bombs! Oh, the kobold's just... He's like, aha, making my grand escape! And the kobold just blows him up. Took everything from this stupid corporate business potato. I love all the beastmen like, yay, we can work together and really blow things up. Oh, there went BB with Gigu. And the warriors, of course, like, let's go get a drink together. It's great. Beastmen working together, and then Beastmen and man working together. Yeah, it's all great. Wonderful. Cool. Bye, Sylvie. Rep up. Reached Allied reputation with all of the Allied Societies from Realm Reborn for finishing that. And there we go! That actually wraps up the Beast Tribe / Allied Societies of a Realm Reborn for good. See you later!